Oh, welcome back. What a show we have lined up for you. Hello, Dawn, as well. Welcome you. It's exciting to have you. But honestly, what we've got here it's just spectacular. So this is Anna Marie designs that we've got here. But we sort of like, before the shows, we have chats about obviously everything we've got, and we get to see like little mini pictures on our sort of sheets, and you get to have a bit of an idea. Then I come in and I see it like this. I mean, should we have a little sneak preview of a few bits that are on it? Because these are epic. I mean, these are all individuals. They're all on the website if you want to get them. But some of these background sort of panels that we've got, like the stars, and then these amazing massive snowflakes. I mean, when we're talking Christmas, these are going to be the sort of things you are going to want to use as centerpieces,
decorations, everything. Like I say, obviously a lot of them, the size of them, bearing in mind it's on A4 packaging, so you know these are big ones, and then we've got the other size ones. But if you've known Anna Marie Designs, honestly, you know, have a look on, website, have a look at her designs. There's lots of finished samples, obviously, on the website, so do have a little look. I'm just standing in for her today, so I hope you're okay, Anna Marie. But the designs, the detail, the creativity, and these are going to be, you know, you want that little black dress, this is what these are, because then you can mix everything with it.
Definitely, which we'll see with your demos. Before we come to the dies, now if you want to shop ahead, they're all there on the website, but let's start with the paper pads, because now this is your 12 by 12, but straight away it's realising how much in this. I mean, these are so chunky. They're
48 sheets. Normally for a 12 by 12 pad, you're lucky if you get 30 sheets. There's 48 sheets in here, and I have to say, these are like expensive wallpapers. 12 different designs in here. It's all 250 GSM, so it's an amazing weight, uncoated. That is a major plus for me. You can ink it, you can stamp, you can die cut it. It's got that optimum weight to be able to do everything with. But there's some designs like that, not necessarily Christmas
any time of year,
like
isn't it, with that?
So you can imagine 12 different designs, they all work together, but even if you wanted to, you could cut that into 4 6x6s. You've got lovely toppers and backgrounds.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's just beautiful, and I think 48 sheets as well. It's nice that you're not just getting one of each design, that you're actually getting that mix that we can see as well, so that you know you can use them again, or think this is my favourite. I can keep that one. For example.
Multiples. And the price that this is, honestly, you have a look for 48 sheets of the same quality of this. 100%. You'd probably be paying like £30 plus. This is great. Look at this.
That's amazing. And you actually feel like it's textured. You think that can't be flat. Third of the stock has gone already on this. There is meant to be a show later on. I'll be honest with you. I looked, and there are good quantities in this show, but because I saw how amazing it all was, I was like, right, is there more, Laura? Is there more?
Can we do this? Can we do that?
No, and I'm like, oh, okay, then get in as quickly as you can is what I would say. Look at that.
All different age groups, all different styles, but if you want classic designer Christmas, this is what this is
half
about.
The stock has now gone.
Please don't wait for us. Just get on the website and just get what
everything is set at price as well, just to let you know. So if you want to jump onto the website, you don't need to be sort of worrying about price drops or anything. We've set the prices to give everybody the same opportunity, because we knew, of course, how busy and how popular this show would be as well. That's just amazing, isn't it?
But you can ink onto it. If you want to use embossing powders, you can do that. But as a beautiful base, then, to put these fabulous dies that we've got on the show on top, winner, winner.
It's fantastic.
Really is.
And you can see, of course, all of those designs that I've just flicked through just there. And I think, you know, the mix of your holly to your poinsettias, to get in those amazing sort of wood grains that we've got, but then come into like musical notes and snowflake.
It's a little bit like Scandinavian kind of styling, but it's really organic looking as well with this one.
I just think the whole of it looks so expensive.
It's
That's the thing as
can you imagine home decor, decorating boxes. That's why Anna Marie always tries to do a 12 by 12. So if you're doing canvases, if you're doing boxes and
really
things like that, a Christmas Eve box with this.
Oh, that'd be amazing, wouldn't it?
Yes.
And the thing is, you're going to be pulling that out every single time as well. Like, yes, this is what I've got. Wow. Literally, Laura's gone, I actually can't keep up. She's like, I was about to give you my next update. She's like, but we're over allocated. So she's...
Wow.
Yeah, we've got about a 2-minute wait on the phone lines. So 60% has gone, but we're over allocated in terms of the amount of people that have it in their baskets that are on the phone lines as well. So if you want it, this is your chance to get it at £20.99. It is your Christmas jingle pad, 12 by 12, 48 sheets. And as we showed you there, it's just the fact that it's so beautiful. The quality is amazing as you go through this as well.
It's one of them that you take out and
100%.
and you just go, it's too beautiful, I can't use it, and you put it back. Yeah. But this, it's just, you can bring in different colours, you can bring in different tones with it, the dark greens, you can bring in craft card with it, you can make it
nice, wouldn't it, with craft card?
Yes, definitely.
It's lovely. Right, I'm going to leave it with you because we don't have many left, so we'll see who gets that. But don't worry, because we have an 8x8 pad as well. So if you have just missed out on that one, or you just want an 8x8, or you want in both, then this is a great opportunity for you to get this as well. Really good price again at £14.99.
Definitely.
To get the 48 sheets once again.
Exactly, 48 sheets. How many pads have you had that's that thick in a while? They are literally, you get less normally.
Yeah.
But and can we just say, these have been gummed, but can you see the top isn't gummed or glued to the top?
No.
So when you rip it out, all you do is bend it back to break the spine, and then you'll find you can rip it out without ripping the rest of the pad.
So it doesn't all fall apart, which is really good.
Exactly. So it's all the detail about that to make sure that it is all done. But incredible. And these are slightly scaled down to the others.
Okay, lovely. Half the stock's gone already on this one.
But again, you've got the same designs, 48 sheets, 12 different designs. Just, this is magic of Christmas.
I know, look at that. Let it snow on that one. But I just love the mix throughout all of it. I don't think I would have expected this to be in one pad, if you know what I mean.
No, and especially with this, you've got the borders, you've got the layer. Like, I like that pretty distressed look, which this is. And if you're wanting something different for your Christmas cards, what a beautiful... I always like to do papers like this, like for my mum and my sister and things like that. I do like to give them, every year, something a little bit different. So some years they're very, very traditional, but then I like this, but this has got the mix of both. You've got the best of both with this.
Look at that. It's absolutely, it's just lovely. It really is. I think you just
like
get so
expensive
excited
wallpapers that you can't choose, and you're like, I want a wall with that.
You can also never afford it. You know what I mean? It's like, I can dream of that, but it's not like I'm going to be able to buy it. Loads and loads of you coming in for it. Janet, Maria, Jean, Catherine, Linda, new crafters there. We've got Zoe, Jennifer, Leslie, Jacqueline, Kim, Linda, Anne. Loads of you still just joining us. It doesn't matter if you just joined us, if you're the first one to obviously check out on this. But we are now limited on the stock of this one as well.
Wow, so well done, everybody.
I think the 12 by 12's gone, so that has now sold out, and we're onto limited stock with this one. So, not many left at all. So, again, I'll leave you the final few chances on those for you to be able to get them. Now, a lot of people have already got in touch asking to see the 3D poinsettias. So, we'll come to them. Why not? Let's come to them next, because I am not surprised that you are loving these. We are talking 15 dies in this.
Exactly. And when you take them off, because obviously you've got like 3 different sizes of your poinsettias. If you take this off, these are all joined together, and you can leave them all joined together. Because if you're anything like me, I hate having lots of little bitty bits. You can leave them all together. But these have got a stitching detail, they've got the dot detail on it. So I have already painted these a little bit, but just to show you, if you then add paint effects to them and things like that, and then because they've got the line in the middle, you can crease them slightly, which gives it more dimension and a little bit different. Yes, they're poinsettias, but if you do them in different colours, they're going to look like a fancy flower. You can do lots of different things, but it's great because if you're doing a big canvas or a small card, you've got the right size. Rather than having to buy 3 different sets, they're all there for that price.
Absolutely. Brilliant. $24.99 as well. I mean, what a price for the amount of metal that you're actually getting in it as well.
And it will go through all your major die cutting machines, obviously just size permitting, but this, obviously with that one, you know, like
single
your A5.
figures on this one now, Dawn, as well.
All right.
I did say to you, I'm not confident for your later show. I did think that as soon as I saw this hour, because I just thought it's too nice. You know, like, can you sing?
No.
Oh, because they said they're going to get you a karaoke machine, so I thought that meant you were really good. I was like, okay, that'd be nice.
Well, I think I am. I'm just saying, but...
Well, we all are in the shower, aren't we? We're all really
I love just singing the shower.
Do you know what else I was thinking, right, with these as well, is poinsettias for me, it's Christmas, right?
Yes.
But you change the colour up on these. These don't need to be poinsettias. You could actually change these into a totally different flower to use all year round.
That's it, like a fancy flower. But remember, poinsettias obviously come in red, they come in pink, they come in white. You wait, you know, there'll be a new engineering, there'll be a brand new colour next year. You can just wait for it. But with these, you can also, if you cut them in green, you can use them as foliage, as leaves. So obviously, you've got the best of everything. And with these, it depends, like with this, obviously I showed you before, I've just creased the leaves a little bit, but if you actually shape them upwards, you can make different designs and you can mould them into something totally different. But like I say, I've just added a bit of white metallic paint on there, because once you distress them up, they look different again.
Yeah, absolutely. Very, very much over allocated on this one as well now. So Christine, Sue, Andrea, Leslie, new crafters, Denise, Janet, Christine, Jane, Anne. Can't guarantee it to everybody, so again, it's the first people to check out on this. Now, there is something here that we have had on before. This is the only thing that isn't brand new on the show, but the reason we want to bring it straight back to you is because it has sold out. It's been on once, and it's sold out completely, and they managed to get a little bit of extra stock. That then sold out, so it sold out twice in that show. We're already limited. People have already spotted these, so we've got to come to them straight away.
Now, these are that extra bit.
It's great, isn't it, to have that?
Do you know what? I'm gonna, because just in case
everything's gone.
Yeah.
Before any
I'm starting to fret a bit and panic a bit because, you know, that's what I'm like. Right, let me show you. So these are them, and I've mixed these with the snowflakes, okay? But look at these.
Oh, wow.
So once they are layered up, can you see how beautiful that looks? You can put gems on there, you can add it, but that's layering it with this.
Yeah, that's not with it. That's not even as a stamen, is it? I mean,
exactly.
That's working...
But if you take the stamen,
put it with your poinsettia.
And let's lay this up a little bit so I can show you, because I do think you need to see this before they sell out. So, and again with the poinsettia, just get this. So you can see there with my poinsettia. I'm trying to hold it and show you there.
Oh, I love that.
But me being a bit crazy, and you know, you have to go with me on this. These are also great for Halloween for spiders.
Oh, yes.
As a fun spider, because you can bend these bits with the legs and make it look like a random spider. So again, honestly,
we've got two left of this. Oh no, they've gone now. Right, okay, it's just a delay on my screen, so they are gone. So all 4 of those items have now sold out, okay? So this is where I would say jump onto the website, okay, and move, you know, if you want to have a look on the website and you want to actually shop ahead, I would say to do that, because you've seen now the 12 by 12's gone, the 8 by 8's gone, the poinsettias have gone, and the stamens have gone, okay? Now, let's... I love that you're getting your demos out.
I'm just getting them out just to show you.
We'll still do them, it doesn't matter.
Because I don't know what else to do.
Let's come to the snowflakes next, okay? Because we have got our snowflakes that we can see here. Now, we was going to run through everything before any demos, but we might do the snowflakes and then let you do a demo so that we actually get one while we've got some stock.
Okay.
Of other stuff left. But we'll show them first, because what we've got here, you can see, is amazing details in the snowflakes, but also we've got really, really big sizes, haven't we? As well as the smaller size. I love, like, the mix of them all.
The mix of them is amazing. The largest one, like I say, I am going to show you in a second or two. But this one, let's just... Let me measure it.
Oh, I'd use that, you know, for decor as well. You know, like hanging from your ceiling, decorating your windows.
Placemats, things like that on the table. If you actually cut 3 or 4, make them so obviously they're a little bit more chunky. But like with these, obviously you can make bunting and things like that. Really but this one is 5 inches.
Oh,
no,
fantastic,
yes, 5 inches wide. And obviously the same again. But this is just... amazing. Then you've got this is the smaller one in the set. Oh, I've got bits all over now. Smaller one in the set. Obviously, the middle size one is in that one, just to show you.
Perfect.
If you want to see, the middle size one is in there. Layerability, amazing. Make backgrounds with it is great.
Yep. Right, a third of the stock gone already. Loads of you with it, of course, in your web baskets as well. I think this is the one that we have the most stock in the hour of, else we would have already sold out. You know, if it was the same as... it would have already gone and sold out, but luckily we have a little bit more stock in this one. So you've still got a bit of a chance to get this, but we have got got weights on the phone lines and loadsy on the websites as well. Or you're going to get a little sneak peek of what we'll probably bring straight after as well, because these frames with the snowflake, oh, one of my favourites. Absolutely amazing. Should we just come to your demo and then we'll keep talking about
We'll just
stuff
keep throwing stuff in so you can see.
You can do it.
Right.
Oh,
while this is, obviously, I know this is sold out, but I just want to show you the technique and obviously the papers as well.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously, I've die cut it and it's a little bit bold for what I want. And I want that, you know, Scandi look. Just tap in a little bit of white acrylic paint. That's all you're going to do.
Yeah.
Dry brush, not a wet brush, and just put it on. Then if you put too much on and you're thinking, I don't like it, you can always then go in and just tap and dab, okay?
Yep.
But don't be too precious and do not worry. But this then can be drying while I'm showing you everything else, okay?
Yep.
Now, I've used one of the background papers. And what I've done with this is I'm just going to go down the edge.
Oh, nice.
Try and use a short pair of scissors.
Yep.
These are tonic ones, short ones. And it doesn't matter if it rips a bit because I want it to look a bit weathered.
Yep.
I want it like me, a bit worn, you know. Like me. You know, this is what you've got to do. So just drag your scissors, but obviously you don't use the point, you use the closed bit. But that's why I say if you're doing it towards you, keep it away from your face and keep your hand out the way. So that's going to give that beautiful look.
Yep.
It will cause a little bit of fluff, but do not worry, it's just the paper fibres. I'm going to
Great.
put that on there. Then the rest that I've got back on my brush, let me just go to my lid, tap some of the excess out.
Okay.
And this is what's great about these papers. You can then bring your own bit of texture. You could use some texture paste. So if you want to do a bit mixed media, this is great because it's 250 GSM, so it's not going to warp, it's not going to wobble because obviously this has got a moisture content. But can you see how that's just knocked it back? So made it look a bit more snowy. Let's attach this. So I'm just going to take my tape pen and all we're going to do is pop this onto some white just to make this bounce a little bit. And once that's on there then, I've got some of that wine colour because then that's just going to frame it like a shelf.
Isn't it? Definitely.
So then we're just going to add this to here. Now, hold very tight, everybody. That's all I'm going to say. Now,
look at
this.
That's amazing.
This is a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
This one is a fabulous frame. It cuts in one piece, okay? Wow. You've even got the little snowballs on there where you can position your gems, but you can also snip away from this as well. So if you want to snip the snowflakes out, if you just want to snip it there and just have part of a border, you can do that as well.
Exactly. That one's close to selling out before we even come to it. So if you want that, I don't know if there'll be anything left.
Let me make my mind up which way. I think it's that way I wanted to do it. Now, let me get some wet glue. So this is going to be your best friend with this one. So I'm just going to take my glue out. Bear with. Did I take the top off it? I can't remember. I don't think I did. Otherwise, we will be squeezing for a while. It's a new one.
Yeah, you'll be there like, oh, this
it's not work.
Really effective.
Yeah, it's glued up. It's gummed up. That's fine. But yeah, just take your glue. I'm going to put this on the back of my hand. I've patch tested. I know I'm good for this, so do not worry. But obviously patch test yourself at home. Yeah. And then we're going to apply this onto this fabulous paper. So just tapping it in to there. If you want to use your glue guns, you want to use your sprays, whatever you want to do, that's your way of attaching it, then do that. I would honestly say to you, though, use your Cut Tidy as well. I use Cut Tidy with all my dies. It doesn't matter whose they are, but it just makes an easier release. Have a look for that on the website too. So just popping this on. So there, and the glue dries clear, so I'm not worried if any little bits come out, okay? Then next up, we're going to then start embellishing it. You can see I've got one of the little stamens in there as well. There you go, so I've got that in there too. Now, taking the large snowflake, I'm going to add this onto here. So again, we're layering up this corner to bring it together.
Definitely.
But I am going to use glue gel, okay? This is my favourite.
Get that height, don't you, on it?
Yep, so all we're going to do is add a bit of the glue gel on there and I'm going to rotate that slightly. So that's going to stand on there. So I've got shadow, got dimension, it's coming together.
I'll be talking about you on my next Pin Flare show.
Will you?
Yes, because I always mention Carla as not using the syringes and she just squeezes and gets the height, and now I've just noticed
Princess knows. Princess knows. I don't, because I get too messy with it. And I'll squeeze it and it's somewhere else. So yeah, Princess knows. Princess Pin Flare knows I'm not the best with a syringe, and she does laugh at me. But I've used it for years and years.
Oh, it's super, isn't it? Super product.
It is. It's amazing. So then what I'm going to do on top of that, obviously then, is to hide my glue. So I'm going to use the stamen there. Then I'm going to put my extra snowflake over the top. And you can see then that bit then just comes out of there. Now, we have got this coming up as well. I'm just going to say.
I love these.
Now, this obviously is all in one. Okay, this is like the spruce one.
Yeah.
I've snipped it. It's got snippability,
Yeah, which is great,
so I've snipped it because that works for me.
Okay.
But, you know, you do you, as we say. So don't be frightened to, you know, change it and be what you want it to be. So I'm just going to slide some of these pieces in, and these are just going to be tucked in underneath. So then I'm not losing anything, okay? Yeah. So again, just slot this in underneath, but it gives balance, and the colours obviously shine through with the colour.
We're just going to bring that snowflake frame up onto the screen as well, because a lot of people are messaging and asking for the code of it. So if you're not on the website there, then there it is. It's DB3F7 for just £21.99. And you can just see how beautifully that actually crosses over with the snowflake, I think, as well.
They all work together.
Don't they?
Even the sentiments we've got, you've not seen those yet. Everything, you'll see, I've mixed and matched, like with this. I've used the frame, we've used the snowflakes. I'm now using this little branch in there too, but it just works. So you can see there is a lot going on, but it's that kind of card where it looks really organic and you've got that movement. I love the natural look of it. And then I have then got my, because we still go in, I'm going to put my poinsettia on here on top, and this, it is all about more is more with this. So then I'm going to have my poinsettia. We're going to start bringing this in and layering it up because the paint's dried now. But you can see how it, with that, if it was just all red, it could look too much. With that little bit on, it's just really knocked it back.
Definitely.
So if you're looking at your card and thinking, I don't know why. Why is this? You know what I mean? Sometimes you've got to just knock your colours back a little bit.
Really nice.
But you've got that strength of the colour, and we can do that. So let's do this onto here. So bear with. Let's twist that round. And that's going to sit there. So just press that down so the leaves start to curl up. So we've got more of a look on that one, and then just rotate it slightly. Still got the extra bits, but you can add as many layers as you want. You might not want all these layers, but if you do, you've got them.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Then you've got the centre bit, and with this one, I normally tend to actually curve that with the end of a brush, just so it stands up. So let's just...
that snowflake frame die has now sold out, so we will bring the other snowflakes, the snowflakes on.
Now, these are coming up.
Yes.
This is the Noel.
Yeah, we've got.
And then obviously, again, all I've done is put on a little bit of the same paint to try with that one as well. So we're going to pop this on too. So again, a little bit of glue gel. This is going to add to the corner and the balance. So this is going to sit just there on my snowflake. So that, again, balancing out the corner. Now, on the show as well, we've got these little printed typewriter sentiments. You get pages, I think it's 10 sheets of this, I think it is. Now, with these, you can cut them. You can, obviously, I could put ink over it. I could change the colour if I wanted to with that one. But, it is.
10-pack.
10-pack. And then I've got my little sentiment. We're going to add this as well. And then a few little gems, and then we are nearly there.
I think that's one of the most beautiful cards I've ever seen. It's absolutely lovely.
Thank you.
It's just the height, the way that they've all worked together as well, isn't it? The colours.
It's like a bouquet in a card. Do you know what I mean? Because sometimes, and I like it because it's quite, it looks like it's growing off the page, and we need that sometimes.
Yeah, I think so.
So let's just get a pokey tool, and then I can add just a few. I've got some dimensional gems, and all we're going to do is just add a few of these on here. But like I say, with these cards, as long as you keep the rest of it quite neutral, you can go embellishment crazy, which I absolutely love. And then I'm just adding a few of these randomly on the dots because you've got the position in there. And this is just going to... And you can make and sell. Just to let you know, you can make and sell with these. So all this is just cardstock. This is phenomenal.
It's fabulous. And you can just imagine how much you'd sell a card like this for.
Yeah. That's it. So obviously I cut the bits out. We've stuck it together quite quick, bit of paint. So if I turn this round, stand this up, this is, you can make this too. You really, really can.
You've got the tools then, haven't you?
It's down to the product. Everything I've used there is what you can get on the show, so do not worry.
So let me just give you a reminder of this. We have a limited availability left of this. Everything else on the show so far has sold out, okay? This is your gorgeous snowflakes that we're seeing here, your sparkle snowflakes. You saw that centerpiece that we had of this large one. You can also see, of course, both of these as well and the detail that we've got in it. That is £17.99 for you to be able to get all three of those elements that we can see here as well. So keep on coming through for that one. We have, yes, a little bit left of that, but not much. I say everything else has sold out. So the other square snowflake one has gone as well. We are getting loads of messages asking about the frame, about the snowflakes. Can we get more? We are putting in the question to see if we can get more of anything. So we will find out. But
frantic calls in his heads. People,
I'm not sure. Before the show, I was told no, but we're asking again because there might be a way to do
There might be. We're open.
Yeah, it's always worth asking, isn't it? That's what I always think. What would you like to come to next? Oh my gosh. Okay. Can I just grab it? Do you mind? Because
right
now this is massive. This is one of the biggest dies I've seen. It's weighty. You know, as you're kind of holding this up,
yes.
It's like, oh my word. So what is this? An 8x8?
More or less, yes. Well, it's a 7x7. Sorry,
just perfect on an 8x8.
8x8. But it's got little stars on. This is not just for Christmas.
No.
If you make lanterns, cut this and put this in the panels and then put your battery-operated lights, because if you fold this and add it behind, the light will shine through it.
That would be so beautiful, won't it?
Gift boxes, lids for gift boxes, things like that. Absolutely lovely,
nice.
but really great.
And again, all of the little stars that will fall out, keep them. They're ready for your shaker cards.
Night lights for kids' bedrooms. If you've got your scan and cut and you know they have the big boxes you can make on there. Use that. Honestly, great.
You can see that there. I mean, it's a full background that you've got. But as we said, you know, yes, Christmas, brilliant. But past your driving tests, past your exams, going to university.
18th, 21st, 60th even. This would look great. If you're having a function, just want to celebrate, this could be, even if you know, like your graduation, something like that.
Yeah, it can be anything. I mean, it could be, you know, cut into it and you could have some celebration bits that are coming out of like a party bobber. You know, you could do anything you wanted with this. But what an amazing price at £19.99.
A lot of metal for your money with this one, for sure.
It's weighty. You know, like often with dies, they're not, you know, because they're not that weighty. This really is. So it's an absolutely fantastic one, and you are just going to get a gorgeous effect, I think, created by it as well.
Exactly.
I love it. And I just think that you are getting all of those stars coming out of it also. So suddenly they're little embellishments or anything like that.
Yeah, all your shaker cards, a little bit of acetate.
Definitely.
If you've got some of the dies that are on the show, because even if you got the snowflake one and you cut that out, your cards, the waste, you could then cut and make a shaker card, put acetate behind it and put those in it.
Yeah, definitely, without a doubt. So a great opportunity on that one as well to be able to use, of course, in conjunction with some of the ones here, or to use them, of course, individually as well. Now, there's one that we were talking about upstairs that we just absolutely loved. So let's come across to that one next. A lot of you have spotted it already, so we are already down to limited stock on this one. But this one is your 1 year, your 365, as you can see. And then you've got days to go, your dreams, it can be your possibilities, your wishes, or your happy new year. I just think that's such a lovely initial sentiment to use for lots of different things, but then with the extras as well.
And if you ever see, like, after the new year, when people put the affirmations and what they want for next year, you know, 365 days to rewrite your life, you know, things like that. Or it could be 365 days till we get married. It could be 365 days till my big birthday. You're going to use that more than you think as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I think so. And you could actually snip, I think, couldn't you, the 1 year off if you wanted
you could.
to. Just have 365 looking at that.
So you could have that on there as well. But I like that you've got the other ones as well. So, you know, 365 days of dreams. You know, you could put down your targets, what you want to do, because a lot of people use these for the journaling books and things like that. Or if you've got any of the what lovely Sharon brings to us, not the filofaxes,
her books that she
diaries, the diaries and the journals, things like that. You could add all these into it, but they've got that stitching detail on,
lovely,
and they just look beautiful.
And again, you're going to use those individually, kind of outside of this as well, aren't you? Which is absolutely brilliant. Just £16.99 to be able to get all 5 of those dies that we can see just there as well. So another really nice opportunity on that one as well. But we have a lot more bits as well. Now, this, you're going to love this, because this is your jingle bells. Now, 22 dies in this as well.
Yep, and you've got mats and layers for them, so you can build them up. But you've got the traditionals like sleigh bells on there, and then you've got the larger bells as well, which are all the different sorts. But once these obviously have been die cut and you ink them, they come to life and they just look fabulous. But the bells also, you know, you could use those on wedding cards, things like that. So
christenings, things like that.
Everything. So really nice. And I love then obviously you've got the strings. So if you want to have the strings dangling at the side as well, so you can have them looped down a card. They just look great.
And the detail that's actually in this as well is so good. So I just think straight away about when we went on, you know that train you can go on, like the Santa experience?
Yes.
And we went on there, and that's like the exact bell that Santa gives you. You know, you're looking at it, you're thinking they've got it spot on.
I've got one of those.
Like jingle, jingle. So just absolutely gorgeous. But I do love that we've got the different sort of sizes, shapes, you know, that we can see with them, but all of them just beautifully decorated as well.
And they like nostalgia. The nostalgia ones. There's something you look at, like you say, straight away. They gave me one of those on the train. That's where it takes you. So again, it's got that beautiful look with these. So I would use them all the time. Just get them and put them on your cards.
Yeah, and it's just £17.99 as well to be able to get all of those. We're talking 22. As we said, you've got that outline, you've got the inner with the detail that we can see there as well. So you could use them together, you could use them separately, couldn't you? It's up to you.
Exactly. You can layer them together. I had got a demo later on using the largest bells there, and then adding a couple of these in with some of the foliage that we've got as well. So you can use those, but you get a lot for your money again with the metal in there.
Absolutely. Now, we saw you using these typewriter sentiments that we've got just here. So let's come across to these, because these are brilliant. Now, 30%'s gone before we've even got to them. No wonder. 10 sheets, jam-packed, at £6.99. And just look at how much is actually in that as well.
Exactly. These are jam-packed. I love that you've got little ones. So you can actually make bigger sentiments if you want to, but then you've got the longer ones. So if you're doing a bigger card or a project, they can just be tucked in like little ribbons on your cards. They really are great.
And when you look at them, look at all of the different wording that you've actually got there. So from wishing you and your family a very Merry Christmas, season greetings, Christmas greetings, it's Christmas time, jingle bells, let it snow, you've got happy Christmas that you can put with as well. Make some of your sentiments up if you want to. Most wonderful time of the year, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. You know, there's just so much that's covered on this. I think for every person that you make something for, you're going to have the right sentiment.
That's it. Or somebody that you don't know, and somebody says, can you make me a card? And you think, oh, what sentiment do I put on?
So true,
this would work. And with these, easy to cut. Obviously, you've got to cut these out, but you can see the nice straight lines. So all you're going to do is get your trimmers and just cut them all up. Add them in a little box or a little cello bag ready to go. And then you could always take these to your craft fairs and ask people. You could have a board with all these on and say, what would you like on it?
Yeah, and that's always really, really popular, isn't it? Because a lot of the time I've heard that people say they don't buy something because it doesn't have the sentiment that they wanted. So it's really good to actually be able to add them on when you're there, I think, as well. Yeah. Because words are important to people, aren't they?
That's it, because like with that one, it's just tucked in behind. I'm just making sure the glue hadn't all slid off. Everything's going to slide. These are wonderful, but don't forget, if you wanted to ink that and make it blue or red or orange,
you could, couldn't you?
Once you've cut it out, you could ink over it, because obviously the black would be there, but then the white writing would change with the colour of the ink.
Definitely. £6.99, over half the stock has now been allocated on these, so again, very, very popular. Now, we also have these, which are beautiful, I have to say, absolutely beautiful. So these are already all die cut out for you, these messages, but I just love the font, I love the finish, of course, of the colours, the poinsettias that we're seeing.
That's it. I think you get 6 sheets in this one, and with these, again, they will coordinate beautifully well with the papers, so if you did get the papers, but even if you just add these, a couple of the dies that we've got on the show, that is all you need. So if you're somebody like me who's not the best at handwriting, but you want more of a statement one, these are great. But also, you know, on your presents, these would be fancy for your presents.
Definitely, yeah. Or like, you know, say like if you buy somebody a nice bottle of something, and then you wanted a nice like posh tag, let's say, round it as well to finish
on a bottle of wine or Prosecco or whatever, or your gift bags, these would be great for that. But on your cards as well, because they've got that matte and layer and they've got that shadow, so all the layering's been done for you. Just pop them out, no scissors required, and then pop them on your cards.
You can see that there. It's really nice when they're already die cut out for you.
Yes.
So on each of these, we have got 7. So you've got 7 different ones on each of these. 6 sheets, so 42 altogether that we're actually getting. So it's a lot of opportunities to make your cards, your tags, or on top of your boxes or anything like that, or your gift cards. That'd be really nice as well. I think this lady thought I was mad today. I went to get the gift cards for like the teacher presents, and I was like, right, I want this one on this one, I want this much on this one. She was just like, sorry, like, you said, what do you... I was just confusing. I was like, please put the right amount on.
Just do.
Yeah, I think just thinking, why do you want less for this one than this one? But you know, you're like, it's all sorted. We know what we're doing. You know, like...
She's got something else to go with it, but we still want to have a gift card. So
right, again, we've got multi-buyers here. Over a third of the stock gone. Pauline's multi-bought. Valerie has. Well done to you. But we've got more dies to introduce to you as well. Now, these, a couple of next ones we saw being used in your first demo.
Yes.
So we've got your Noel that we can see just here. I can't wait to bring that foliage that we saw earlier as well. But with these, I like that we've got it in 3 completely different dyes.
This is it. 3 different fonts kind of styling in that one. So you've got more of a chunky, bold one, you've got the thinner one, and then you've got the fluid one as well, right at the bottom. So again, it depends what style of card, if it's a gift, if it's a present, if it's home decor. But this really will give you that different look, and I think that's great to have those. Rather than keep buying different ones,
very true.
You've got them all in one set.
Yes, all for that one price of £15.99 to get it. And if you look, obviously, at the card that Dawn made, you can see just how that's a focal straight away because of the size of that as well.
Exactly. I wanted something a bit bolder there because the snowflake is so soft this side, so it needed something a bit heavier that side. But again, easily choose these. Cut these out of your scraps of cardstock. Have them ready. But don't forget, it is a good size as well. They're not teeny tiny. I would say it's about 3 inches.
Yes,
3 inches inside. So it's a good size as well to pop on your card. So definitely want to have.
So another really good one there at £15.99 to be able to get your Noel. 3 completely different styles, 3 completely different fonts that we can see just there on that one. Now, let's come across to the pine cones next, which we saw obviously in your first demo, where you'd actually slipped into them. So you can either have this as kind of one big look, or you can get them in those smaller opportunities. We're limited on this one again already before we've got to it. Which I'm not surprised, because look at the detail of the pine cones to them flurries that we've actually got on the flourishes of like the leaves that we're seeing as well.
That's it. So you can have it skeleton-like, like I use. Or you've got these bits which you could cut out, and you could also put a darker colour underneath. So you can layer it up, make it dimensional, and get like that two-tone effect. So you could have pale craft card, but then a light brown underneath, and it works together. But if you're using this on a wreath, because it's on a curve, obviously then you could flip it and use it the opposite way. It will work so well, but snip into it. Snippability on this is incredible.
It's brilliant, isn't it?
Yes.
And I just think pine cones we all love as well, don't we?
Yes.
And whether even you're building up your scenes with like your little squirrel characters you might have from somewhere else, or anything like that,
characters,
it's going to work, isn't it? Kind of across, I think, all your collections that you've got at home as well, which is always nice when you've got things so usable.
And again, they do look really realistic. You know, there's lots of, I don't know if you can see that. There's one just tucked under there, but they look realistic. You look at it and go, oh, it's a pine cone. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Whereas sometimes you can have dyes. I've had them in the past, and you're kind of like, what is that?
What's been stuck in there?
What is that? Yeah, I'm just being honest. But this will give you that dimension, and you can see I've cut this out of craft cards, so they are strong dyes. They cut crisp, perfect every single time.
And the detail of that with the leaves and stuff is just absolutely brilliant. So £17.99 for you to be able to jump in and get this. Another very popular one. So we do not have many of these left at all. We've still got Linda, New Crafters, Leslie, we've got County Durham, Jane, we've got Janet, lots and lots of you with it in your basket still. Like anything we're seeing this hour, if you want it, you've got to check out. So much of the show has gone, and everything else basically that we have left is pretty much limited. So do be quick, of course, whilst you can, to be able to get it. Now, we also have the lanterns, don't we, to be able to share with you. Yeah, just down there. I adore these. Whether it's Christmas all year round for me, this is, because it's just fabulous.
They could be, if you've got a front door, they could be on the step on the outside the front door, like a welcome home
But then
kind
I
of
see
thing.
things like Moroccan, you know, if you use them in a different kind of colourway as well.
Exactly. So don't be frightened to mix and match, and it cuts it all out. So it is going to be easy, and they are great sizes. Again,
aren't they?
It's an embellishment you can tuck in, or you could use it as the main focal on there as well.
I'm thinking acetate, you know, being used in them as well, and then adding some colour to it, and almost getting that sort of stained glass kind of effect.
Yeah, a little bit of a yellow pen and a brown one behind to make it look like it's flickering. But if you cut this out, again, you could put vellum behind it.
Yes.
So again, then you could actually colour in a little bit of yellow behind it, dark, and then it would shine through as well. So you can make it look so realistic. But again, it's the detail, it's the cut. They're not just plain, they've got that detail, they've got those little, looks like little rivets all the way around it, and even round the top, like it's got like twine wrapped around it.
I really, really like the 4 different sizes that we've sort of got there as well.
Yes.
You know, you've got a bit of a mix, because you could use them all together if you wanted to.
You can.
Or you can just use one on each card if you'd rather. Or make 4 and make it into a little gift box.
A little box itself, because I'm trying to think. I did have one cut. I'm sure. Yes.
Okay.
Just in case these disappear as well, I want to be able to show you.
You didn't got a little sweetie in this one.
I know. I think my other half popped that in, and I didn't know it was this.
Had about that. I thought that was with my little gift box idea. Put a little sweetie in.
So let me just turn this over so you'll be able to see. This is obviously the smallest one and the medium one. It isn't even the biggest one, but look. These just look fabulous, and I've cut this out of the paper, either out the 8x8 or the 12x12, and it is the wood effect one, and I just think they look fab.
Don't they?
Yeah,
really, really
But can you
nice.
imagine for a wedding, if you're doing a wedding card, these could be in gold or silver mirror board or things like
You
that.
could even put like initials, couldn't you, actually inside of them or something like that, if you wanted to really sort
You
of
could do
have it on
lots
front.
of different things. believe me.
Again, in terms of everybody who's looking at this, we won't have any left. It is over allocated with the amount of you that have come in for this one. 60% gone, but the amount of people that are there waiting to be answered with it in their basket, we haven't got enough to go around for you all. So you've got to be quick if you want that. It's really lovely to have all 4, of course, of those lanterns that we're seeing, and the detailing is absolutely gorgeous. Let's, before that one sells out, bring the one other that we haven't showed you yet. Then we can come to another demo as well, because this is your December 25th that we've got just here. And you can see again, I mean, we are talking big sizes with that, and you've got the duo of it.
That's it. You've got the 2 sizes in there, so you can mat and layer them together and things like that. But these just look beautiful. And again, it's decadence on your cards. Like with these, I like to glue 2 or 3 together, make them like chipboard and things like that. But again, even, you know, just adding in.
Yeah, it just looks nice.
So it looks sparkly. And these are the centres from the poinsettias, but just adding that little bit there, it just gives that little bit of vibrancy to it as well. So honestly, do think about getting those as well. And I know we keep saying that, but these are really not ones to be missed, because Anna-Marie isn't here all the time. Obviously, you know, I've stepped in today just to help her out so we could bring the show to you. But don't wait, because, you know, I don't know when they will be back.
No, and I mean, when we're sort of looking, you know, throughout what we've seen so far on the show, we're sort of going, right, sold out, sold out, sold out, sold out, sold out. They may have sold out. That may have sold out. So you know, it's sort of like So it's just, that's just how it's going to go. So you've got to be quick, of course, to be able to jump in. That's $15.99. Should we come to your next demo though? Well, we've got a few bits available.
So I'm using the snowflakes. I'm using the poinsettia bits, and I'm going to be using the letters that we've just seen. And this is what I was saying to you, I like to do to build these up, because it just makes it a little bit more like chipboard. So if you're doing canvases or home decor pieces, this just gives it a little bit more depth. So all I do is put glue on the back, pop it on, and I just glue it straight on top of the other one. Make sure it's lined up. Just give it a bit of a wiggle and a squeeze, and that will go on there. And it's the same with this one. You can do as many layers as you want. I normally do 3 to 4. And then this will then just give you... Oh, that's alive with the glue. This will then just build it up. And then once it's dry, it becomes a little bit more rigid, a little bit more chunkier. Can you see? So you get that real dimensional look with it. So if you like that chipboard effect, this will be the one for you.
Definitely.
Same with the actual numbers. Oh, hang on, a bit more glue. A little bit more glue. Build this up. and then we're going to ink these afterwards, and then I'm going to show you what I've done with the stars and everything. From even, I know the square one's gone, but I've cut the snowflakes off of there.
Lovely, okay.
I'm kind of mixing and matching to show you that they're not just a one thing.
Exactly.
There are so many different other bits that you can cut from them, you can use them, and just go to town. Just have it. I love Anna Marie's designs, always have done. I've done shows for her before, and just having the chance to just sit and play with something different.
Absolutely.
And
fabulous.
like I say, this is very my style. Do you know what I mean?
That.
This is my, you know, if you had to say what your style was, I would say Anna Marie's designs is very my style. So let's just take the glue off, because I don't want that sticking to everything else, because it will get messy. Then what I'm going to do is tip all this out, and I can assemble this and show you. But this one came about with lots of scraps, shall we say. So again, I'd cut lots of bits out ready, but I'd also been doing other projects as I do, and I had got this circle left over, and I thought, do you know what, I'm going to use that on here, because I wanted the emphasis really then to flow round it. These little bits that I'm going to be putting on as well, these are just bits, scraps that are left over, and again, I just use my scissors down the edges just to distress it, to bring it that look. I am just going to deepen this down a little bit. I'm going to use a little bit of ink on this one this time. So I am going to use a little tiny bit of my, this is a vintage photo, so I'm only using a bit because I don't want it too dark, but I want it to give it more of a border. So you can see already that is just going to give it that little hint of a tint on the edge, and that's all I want. I don't want it to look too dark, but it will just soften, soften the edge down and bring this together. So this is going to look fabulous on there. We're all right for time, aren't we? Yeah. So I just thought how quick I have to ink. So just adding this on, and hopefully we'll see that just really knocks it back, okay? Because sometimes, again, you don't want it to be too stark, you just want that little bit of softness. So that will then go on to here, like so, and you can see already it's given it that blend with that craft paper.
Definitely.
So just adding a little bit of tape on the back of here, and we'll work this in. And that already, on its own, even if you just added a bit of a ribbon on there, that would look... My eyesight must have been out again when I was cutting that. I don't know what I was thinking there. I do apologise. Late night crafting.
A little bit of a wonk.
Yeah, late night crafting. I'm not the best sometimes, believe you me, with my eyesight. So let's just take this off of here, and then this will be, I'll be happier. There, that's
there you go.
I'm happy now. Then I'm going to bring in my circle, using a little bit of glue with this. So again, tap it in. This will glue and touch where I want it to. And then this one is just going to sit just here.
Great.
You'll notice I haven't glued all the bits down, because I am going to poke some little bits in as well. So now, taking one of the longer pieces, I'm just going to sit this side. Okay. So this then is just going to add that little bit. Look at me, gluing stuff down that I shouldn't have done. I'm just going to add this in here, just to bring that in. So it's not all about necessarily ribbons with this one. It's using your paper as the ribbon embellishment on there. Then I've got this piece, and again, I'm just going to take this, just distressed it, worked it through, and this is just going to be offset here. But like I say, these were scraps. I was not wasting any of it. It's too precious and too beautiful for you to waste, believe you me. So again, a little bit of glue on there. I'm just going to take my finger, and we're just going to dab this on the edges to then just place this back down and make sure then this will stay where I want it. So I'm happy with that. Okay. So next piece I've got is another piece, a little scrappy piece. And this piece is then going to sit here. So hopefully you can see it's all joining. Looks a little bit odd, I know, but everything's joining, so it's coming together. I'm going to pop this onto the back of here. So this is going to be my mount for my card. So this bit of white on here again is just going to make this jump. This is going to make this pop off the page, and we like that. So let's just add that onto there. I've got two pieces there, but that's fine. So you can see there, that just illuminates that. Then we're going to start bringing in our snowflakes. So I've got the largest one, like we had before. I've got a little bit of the, it's called Caesar. Just add in this into this corner. So that's just giving that little bit of balance.
Really nice.
Just layering it up, and you can see with the poinsettia bits, this was like the first one I showed you.
It's always when to stop. That's the only thing I find with stuff like that, because you could just keep putting more and more and more on.
You do have to step away sometimes, but you'll notice with these cards, the style that they are, you can easily achieve this. And it might be something out of your comfort zone. You may not have made a card like this before.
No, exactly.
And, you know, it will hopefully give you that, do you know what, I'm going to try it, because I think it is so nice to try out different styles, because otherwise as crafters we become very stylized in doing and like I say, for me this is probably one of my styles. This is, you know, the way I roll. This is what I like to do, but you don't always get to see it. So I do think it's nice every now and again then for you to see what we do different. So let's start adding some of these other bits in. So I'm going to build the stars over here, but some of these, like I say, these ones are out of the frame that I cut, that we had the large square frame, so nothing is wasted. And I'm just going to abstractly put those onto there. Actually bring that down a little bit. But these are all layerable too, so you can hide your glue. You've got that detail on there, use it. So now just adding the little ones in there, again breaking it up, giving you that little bit of height and lift, and that one on there.
Fab.
But I just love him.
I know.
Just absolutely love him. And these are bits that you wouldn't normally think that you could add to a Christmas card.
That's the thing, isn't it?
Yeah. And especially using them as poinsettia bits. You know, you can use them just as that little embellishment.
Yeah, that's brilliant.
I've got a little tiny star that's going to sit just that. Okay. Now, then I've got 25th of December. So now what I'm going to do is we're going to glue this in. Okay. So let's just add a little bit of glue on the back of my hand. And I'm going to tap this in. So I can just add all of this into here. So let's slide this in, and then we're going to add a few little gems to it, and we can do that as well. So let's have a look. Tap this in, and these are the one that we are using this to actually, you know, give that height. So let's just add that in there. So let's just pop this onto here. I'm going to use my little gems again, but you know, get your gems out and things like that. This is a great one to be able to use on here. And again, it's about the magic.
We just had some good news. Okay, so obviously we did recontact to see if we could get any additional stock of anything, because of how much has sold out on the show. We can't get any more of the dies. It is what is there, but we have managed to get more of the paper pads on an extended delivery. So if you are going to want to get them, then that is going to be available for you. So after we finish the demo, I'll give you another flick through, and there will be a chance to be able to get a bit more of them, which is great.
Especially if you missed out on them.
They went so quickly, didn't they?
Do you know what? Just go get them now. Don't wait.
No, exactly. They're there on the website.
They are there. So I'm just popping this on here. I'm not using too many, but hopefully you can see that bit of sparkle. So when I hold this up, that could go in a frame. That could actually be in a box frame for Christmas.
Definitely.
But look at that.
It's beautiful.
And think about layering them up and making them chipboard, because it gives it a different stance on your card. It really does.
You get that height. So both of those absolutely gorgeous from those demos, as you can see, and different, of course, to each other as well, even though with that same lovely style. Now let's come across to the paper pads, shall we? Because we have managed to get these back in stock. We'll kick back to the 12 by 12 first for you to be able to get these. Now, as we were saying before, just look at how chunky this is, how much there actually is there. So we've got 48 sheets in this, 12 different designs that you can see, all of them 250 GSM as well, so such a good quality. Now with this, it is an extended dispatch now, so from the 16th of July, it's only next week, isn't it?
Yeah, it is next week.
Not long to wait, much better than missing out altogether, in my opinion.
I'd have been gutted if I'd have been sat at home and I was like, I really want that.
I know. There was just way too many people there, wasn't there?
There was.
So It's available now, which is brilliant, but only while stocks last, because we have got as much as we possibly can now on this extended
And remember,
dispatch.
48 sheets. You don't often get a 12 by 12 pad that's got 48 sheets.
And especially not for $20.99.
No, a lot of them have got 30 sheets, either 25 or 30 sheets. This has got 48 sheets, and these are deluxe as well. 250 GSM. Yeah. Uncoated, so you can die cut them, you can ink them, you can do so much with these. These are just stunning.
Quarter of the stock's gone already.
Oh, wow.
So well done for jumping in so quickly. That is, 40% now. That's how quickly it's gone from 25 to 40.
I think a lot of you are thinking, do you know what, I'm going to get another one or get one for your friend.
Yeah, I would, yeah. I mean, Jacqueline's just multi-bought, so well done to you for jumping in while there's stock there and getting that multi-buy, because look at those sheets. I mean, every single one just absolutely
it's usable.
Gorgeous. Yeah.
Sometimes, you know, I'm going to say it, you get paper pads and you think, oh, I don't know if I'd use that.
On certain bits of it.
Yeah. This is one of those that you kind of go, oh, and you don't know which one to use first, because I didn't. I was a bit like,
yeah. But both of those samples that obviously you made as well, you use different sort of backgrounds. We had the sort of woody look on the first one, but they just work. And then you kind of use the dyes with them and suddenly you think, oh, yeah, absolutely fabulous.
That's it. And look at that.
Yeah, so nice.
But that could be a child's first Christmas.
Oh, it could. You'd
Things
save
like
it,
that. That could be for your mum or your sister. Put them in a box frame.
Definitely.
Give them as gifts. These are the ones that are going to be, you know, that real Christmas story. So, yeah, these would be amazing for that.
Leslie, I think you've just sent a message in as well. Let's just share that. Good afternoon, both ladies. Just wanted to say what a brilliant show. And Dawn, you are fantastic.
Oh, thank you. That's really lovely. Cheers. Thank you. That means a lot.
There we go. Last little flick through this while there is a little bit of availability. New Crafters, you'll be answered next. Beryl, you'll be just after that. Elizabeth, you're almost there, as is North Yorkshire, and Darryl and Yvonne and Stephen. We're approaching single figure stock now.
Wow.
So that's how quickly the restock has gone with this. As we said, dispatched from the 16th of July, so you won't have to wait long for this to be dispatched, but it just means that you are guaranteed getting that. I'm in single figures, so I'm going to leave it with you because we do also have the 8x8 bag on your extended dispatch as well, so I do want to make sure we fit that in also. Another brilliant opportunity to get it, and $14.99.
This is what I mean. Again, 48 sheets. Just because it's smaller in size, you are not getting any less. You're getting the same quality. Print is slightly smaller because obviously we've sized it to the 8x8 size cards and things like that. But if you've made any in the past of Anna Marie's Christmas crackers, things like that, these are great to decorate that with. And even like that one, you could just cut that, have that bit, use one of the sentiment sheets that we've got on the show, little sentiment, you've got your card. You don't always have to have the dies. Same with that one. One of the toppers on it, that will give you that amazing effect.
Yeah, exactly. It's just gorgeous, isn't it? Yes. And what an amazing, amazing price, again, to be able to get it. I'd be wanting both. I'd be thinking I want the 12x12 or the 8x8 if I could. And that's where the brilliant one-off postage and packaging between midnight and midnight takes precedence as well, because you only need to pay that once, even though these are weighty, some of the dies are weighty, there's so much that you're able to get with these. So get them while they are here, because both those paper pads will sell out. Don't forget as well, the dies that are still available, most of them have gone and have sold out. Okay, so the snowflakes, we've got a little bit of availability left on these, but they are very, very limited in terms of availability. Not surprised with the gorgeous sizes that we're seeing. We're also down to the last couple of chances as well on the pine cones. So if you're wanting either of those, they're on the web, but yeah, we've not got much left. So
get them quick.
Well, thank you. It's been absolutely lovely.
Thank you.
That has.
I've loved it.
Yeah, well done to you guys for getting it while you could as well from Anne Marie Designs, because they were just absolutely gorgeous.